Hey, a warm welcome to my channel. Here we go with today's astounding anecdote. Picture this, it's 1799. A bunch of sweaty French soldiers are busy digging trenches in a small Egyptian town called Rosetta. They're not hunting treasure, not looking for ancient secrets, just shoveling dirt, probably complaining about the heat and dreaming of wine. And then clunk. The shovel hits something hard. At first, they think it's just another rock, but this one feels different. It's smooth, polished, and has strange carvings all over it, not just in one language, but in three. Little did they know they had just unearthed the most famous rock in history. Now, let's rewind. For centuries, the world had stared at Egypt's monuments, its temples, and of course, the cryptic hieroglyphs carved on every wall and statue. These symbols looked beautiful, mysterious, but no one could read them. The language of the pharaohs had been lost for over 1,000 years. Scholars could only guess what the little birds, snakes, and squiggly lines meant. Egypt was talking, but the world had no translator until enter our mysterious rock. The Rosetta Stone was carved in 196 BC during the reign of Pharaoh Ptolemy V. It wasn't written to hide a treasure map or cast a magical spell. Nope. It was basically government propaganda. The message? Ptolemy is awesome, he's generous, he's divine, everyone should worship him. Typical royal PR work. But here's the twist. The decree was written in three scripts. 1. Hieroglyphic, for the priests and their sacred temples. 2. Demotic, the everyday script of the common Egyptians. 3. Greek, the language of the rulers, since the Ptolemies were descendants of Alexander the Great's generals. In other words, the Rosetta Stone was a trilingual dictionary in disguise. When scholars saw this stone, their jaws dropped. For the first time, they had a way to compare Egyptian hieroglyphs with a language they could read, Greek. The race to crack the code began. For years, brilliant minds struggled with it. Some claimed progress, others got stuck in endless squiggles. Then came the man who would finally unravel the mystery, Jean-François Champollion. He obsessed over the stone night and day. Friends thought he was going mad. Until one day he stormed into his brother's room, shouted, "I've got it!" and collapsed unconscious from excitement. What had he discovered? That hieroglyphs weren't just pretty pictures. They could represent sounds, much like our alphabet. Suddenly, the lost language of the pharaohs came roaring back to life. Thanks to that one stone, we can now read the tales carved on temple walls, understand the prayers in tombs, and even decipher grocery lists of ancient Egyptians. Yes, they wrote those too. The Rosetta Stone didn't just unlock a language, it resurrected an entire civilization. But here's the kicker. The poor stone itself has had a life as dramatic as the secrets it held. After the French found it, the British snatched it in 1801. Typical. Today, it sits in the British Museum surrounded by millions of visitors every year. Egypt has been asking for it back for decades, but the stone just sits there quietly, probably thinking, great, I spilled the secrets of the pharaohs and now I'm stuck in London. So the next time you hear the phrase Rosetta Stone, remember, it's not just a rock. It's the key that cracked the code of an ancient world. A stone that turned silence into speech, mystery into history, and proved that sometimes the most important discoveries start with a soldier saying, "Wait, what's this thing in the dirt?" And with that, it's time to take your leave until the next astounding anecdote. Please like, share, and comment. Thanks for subscribing and for watching.